Yo, this is Conan. You're listening to World of Wrestling Podcast with Tax and Rich. Boom.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World of Wrestling Podcast. My name is Rich, and as always, I'm joined by my good buddy Tax Williams.
A slightly hairless on my face, Tex Williams.
Absolutely beardless Tax Williams.
The beard has gone.
It's unusual. I'm not used to seeing it. I've never seen you like this.
I'm not going to lie, it's instant regret.
Oh, really?
But I'm playing what can I be described as a corporate game.
I think it suits you, man. I think you've got it down.
Yeah, looking directly at my face, it's fine. But if I turn 90 degrees, it's a case of, bloody hell, what's that chin?
Oh, mate.
Sorry, what are those chins,
Why
plural?
why do you think I have this sloppy facial hair that looks like a 12-year-old trying to grow it, you know?
I mean, in fairness, in the entire time we've done this podcast, you haven't shaved.
No, it just sits at this medium length constantly. It never gets long, it never gets short. It just sits here, you know.
My face now, isn't I? Gotta be clean cut, white meat baby face. Literally a baby face.
So today we are doing part 2 of our WWF's Ministry of Darkness 1999 trilogy, the pilot episode of WWF Smackdown. But before we get into this amazingly shit episode of television, joking, it's not so bad. It's been, what a week in professional wrestling we have had. We've got our first AEW World Champion, and he immediately has the belt stolen.
And now found.
And then found, apparently. And did you see how much it was reported, that the value of the belt?
$100,000.
What?
Jericho just has too much money to not care. Oh, I'm just going to go and eat in this steakhouse in Tallahassee. Go and switch the luggage, please, driver.
Not Omaha Steaks. Messed up. We've had that whole OW UK thing's been delayed.
Well, the OW UK thing, obviously, I consider myself to have close ties with this, and sort of Sean McMahon and Jay Apter.
You can explain what you did.
So obviously I was lined up to do commentary.
You did the first how many episodes?
I did the first 8 episodes on Nothing Else on TV,
sure.
Which is Sean McMahon's streaming platform.
I did one of them.
You did? Well, actually, you did 2.
Oh, you did 2
because we did the Dragon tournament as well.
My brief career as a professional wrestling commentator for China.
I build for China.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, how's that steel coming on, Trump? Anyway,
let's carry on
about Chinese steel. So I was penciled in to do commentary for their UK tour, which had been held at the Dome, and then up in Liverpool for their 5-night show. Things went a little bit quiet on that front. Obviously speaking to people close to it, as always with anything with professional wrestling, there seems to be a lot of political jockeying. And earlier today, Sean McMahon and Jay Apter have resigned from their roles from OW UK, forcing what earlier posts have said a cancellation of it. Those posts have since been deleted and have been replaced with the tour has not been cancelled, it's just been postponed.
God bless the internet for screen capping all those tweets and stuff before they were deleted.
And I mean, I feel sorry for the fans and for the wrestlers who have been caught up in this political game, because obviously the people who have been behind OW UK trying to put this together have worked tirelessly. But obviously, where you don't see all the conversations, all the dialogue, you don't know 100%. But you've now got lots of British talent, lots of international talent, now without 5 days' worth of work where they would have turned down bookings.
Sure.
And more importantly, the fans who have booked tickets for these shows, this is all up in the air, because they're saying the show's been postponed. So if they cancel it, great, we've got the refund. But they're going to say, it's postponed, and we'll probably issue details about refunds once we've announced the new shows. And if you've booked, I was lucky because I was going to book my own accommodation for this, because I'm an upper middle class twat and I want to stay somewhere nice with a penthouse. But I didn't do it because I was a little bit, I'll wait till the time. I know it's cheaper of a book now.
It's that experience coming through, mate.
Yeah. Until you get the booking, until you get the contract, don't book anything.
Too right.
But yeah, it's the fans who have lost out a lot of money trusting a brand new promotion. But all I'll say to anyone listening to this who follows or would have been going to OW UK shows, or just support your local indie, because there's so much talent. Obviously you can go to your Progress, your ICWs, your Fight Clubs, Kamikaze Pros getting a good live, Riptide's obviously running really well. Yeah. But you've got so many smaller promotions knocking around, probably down the road from where you are. Just go and support them. Their tickets are normally like between 5 and 10 quid. It's always a good atmosphere. yes, support new promotions, but if you really want to support Brit Rest, you really want to support indie wrestling, or wherever you listen to us from, just go to a local show.
Sure, man. Someone clip that whole bit and send it to Meltzer. There we go.
And then we'll all celebrate with a little bit of the bubbly.
So there was also the issue of the North London Derby this week, my friend.
Well, luckily it was a draw, so we can continue to do this podcast.
What a derby it was, and we don't hate each other. We hate each other for like 90 minutes. Well, I hate you for 90 minutes.
There's no distinct hatred. The message you sent me was like, my God, this is aggressive. I'll probably best not watch the football.
I can't help it, mate. What can I say? Anyway, let's move on. So this debut episode of SmackDown, the pilot episode, was taped on Tuesday, the 27th of April, 1999, the day after episode 1 of the trilogy we just did, which was Raw, obviously. But it was broadcast on Thursday, the 29th of April, 1999 on
UPN.
Do you know what UPN stands for?
No, but it was on because it's part of CW, wasn't it, in the States?
It became CW.
Oh, okay.
So it was two companies that came together. It was UPN and someone that ended up making CW.
Okay.
There's lots of this in American media culture. There tend to be one or two companies that are kind of doing okay, but they can't compete with the big boys, and so therefore they end up merging into one. Like with Time Warner and everything else, there's been so many examples of it. But UPM is, if you knew the initials, I think it might have done better because it has more gusto, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Precedent behind it almost? Precedent, yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. United Paramount Network.
Oh, I wonder if Paramount's got anything to do with this.
Exactly, and United as well, which is a huge thing, But
at the time when they piloted SmackDown, and then before they got their full sort of episodic TV on them later in 1999.
Yeah.
UPN was, I think it was like number 5 or number 6 network. So essentially it would be the equivalent in this country of Channel 5.
They had some really good shows on there. They had Everybody Hates Chris. Did you see that?
No.
It was like kind of Chris Rock, who's a stand-up comedian, did a show about his childhood, which is genuinely funny. It was really, really good. And there's like 5 or 6 other shows that are really good. And the CW puts out some good stuff nowadays as well.
Yeah, the OC.
Yeah, it's aren't they like, a stable in WWE?
Yeah, it's AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Misha Barton, and Carl Anderson.
So this was filmed in New Haven Coliseum, which is in New Haven, Connecticut, as Shane puts it later in the show, about 35 minutes down the road from their house.
Again, Stephanie's got college, so she's got to have bookings when she's at home.
Of course. I was thinking, I did make a note, I think Steph was 23 at this age. But she looks pretty damn cool at this point. But like, she plays a much younger person.
You're thinking like 16, 17-year-old, how she's playing it, how she's dressed, how she's acting with Vince, and how she's acting with The Undertaker as well.
I mean, we should probably get into this later, but fuck it, let's do it now. I think this is very smart by Vince, I'm assuming, who controls this, because Vince controls fucking everything.
Not NXT.
Apparently not. Yeah, sure. In that, by having Steph as a 23-year-old looking like a young person with no makeup, very conservative kind of dressed, that when she marries Triple H and does the big turn, she comes out like a hussy the next night.
Yeah.
It's really, really smart. But that pre-planning, like, you can see a lot of that at this time.
Yeah, and again, it's very much a case of who's in charge of this booking. Well, obviously Vince is going to book his family, so it's going to have a lot of forethought put into it.
Sure. So for the first episode of SmackDown, have you heard who was booking it?
This was just post Russo and Ferrara, or were Russo and Ferrara were here, and that's why they left, because they didn't want to write 2 lots of TV.
Russo leaves in October, and Ferrara goes with them. So this is
April.
This is April still. So we've still got quite a time with Russo, Vince, and I believe Ferrara, and kind of Cornette's floating around. Cornette is on the verge of going back to Louisville.
Yeah, and Pat Patterson was involved in these table meetings around the pool, wasn't
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sure. So the highlight package opens the show from the going-ons on the Raw that we just reviewed in episode 1. So go back and listen to that if you want to know what happened. Austin saves Steph from the Black Wedding with The Undertaker is basically...
Nice day for a Black Wedding.
That's basically the story coming into this. So, I mean, immediately you're like... that music.
Oh, yes, please.
It's so good. I love the way it kind of pauses and goes... It's so classic, man.
I was so disappointed, like we sort of touched on the end of last week's, but I'm still disappointed we didn't get the SmackDown fisting on the entrance ramp.
It is just the Raw set, but just a bit more blue. And it's like, you can see them trying to make changes. because the pyro at the beginning doesn't go off across the ramp and like around the arena and shit. It's just isolated like to spooty silver pyro like just around the ring. What do you think about this?
That was nitro pyro at the time though, wasn't it?
That's what I was thinking. Exactly. I was like, this reminds me a lot about a shitty Thunder production.
Yeah.
But Thunder was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it was never good.
Thunder never really had much pyro anyway.
Yeah. For the time, this is comparable to Raw.
Yeah.
Sure, it's almost the same show.
Same level.
Me.
Yeah, same level as pyro. Same entrance way at this time. But as you said, as we know, when they got live, I think it's in the fall of 2019 is when they started having their proper SmackDown set.
Yeah.
They didn't have the blue ropes.
No, it was
this
just
show. It was
the
purely
same ring, wasn't it?
Standard
exactly
ring.
Yeah.
Just a different graphic, which still, looking back at the computer games from the SmackDown computer games, just having that blue and black background. Oh, yes, please.
Doing research into looking up stuff that happened for this first SmackDown, the amount of stuff you come across that's about the video game instead.
Yeah.
It's astonishing. It's really difficult to kind of cipher through to find information you want to find.
But I also think a lot of the time, because obviously while this is on the network as the first episode, this is never deemed the first SmackDown, because it's the first SmackDown is deemed the one where The Rock comes out, goes for the belt in the main event, and it's The Rock show SmackDown, whereas at this show it's a case of, we're going to get a bit of a merge.
Sure, this is definitely a pilot. It's a pilot, obviously, if you don't know, to listeners, I'm sure you know, is like an example of what could we produce and how the networks feel about it, and then they'll decide whether they want to book that show, essentially.
Yeah.
UPN loved this show. Absolutely adored it.
Did you get what the rating was for
it's
this?
a 5.8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is high, but not the highest.
It wasn't raw high, but for a Thursday night on essentially the number 5 network.
Cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not broadcast nationally. So UPN was only available in certain areas of the country. I couldn't say where because we're not American. We don't know the shit. I tried looking it up, but it's very difficult to find this information.
Oh, it's in the video game.
Sure, exactly. Yeah. So Michael Cole, boo, welcome to the show. He says, the WWF returns to network television tonight, and we're proud to be back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to WWF Smackdown. This place is jacked, and WWF fans are pumped here on UPN. Michael Cole, Jim Cornette at ringside. Vince McMahon wrote that.
Yep. Pumped, jacked.
Yeah, obviously.
At some point, someone goes, hey, Vince, have you heard this song Great Balls of Fire? Save it for another 17 years, kid.
So I know I listened to a shoot with Cornette a little bit about this first episode. There's clips on YouTube. He wanted to go home to Louisville. He had his stuff booked. He had his house ready to go. He was leaving Connecticut, and literally Vince went to him, we need you to be the experienced voice to sit next to Michael Cole because he's shit.
It's already because all those experienced voices left WWE, and now Michael Cole oh, shit.
But you think about who's doing the backstage interviews here. They've got Kevin Kelly employed.
They never really liked Kevin Kelly, though, didn't they?
Idiots. He's so good.
But considering that, you know, if you look through the time of WWE commentary, and if you think that for the 90s into the early 2000s, you had JR.
Yeah.
Then they juggled about a bit, so obviously they had Mike Adamle.
Fuck me, yeah.
They had the botched attempt at trying to sign Mike Goldberg.
Yeah. This constant attempt to get sport guys rather than pro wrestling guys.
Well, it's like they was going to get Todd Grisham to replace JR. And unsurprisingly, Todd Grisham was like, I'm just going to go and do the UFC and MLS.
Yeah, sure. It's a weird decision. I don't get it. Like, why not trust guys that are pro wrestling that understand how to sell the product and everything? I think the idea is they want to make it feel more like a sport. Like, people joke about Vince nowadays being like, oh, we can't have like matches during the adverts. Like, other sporting events don't have sport during the adverts, you know? But it's just not sport. It's something completely unique.
As this is obviously on a SmackDown topic, I'm really interested to see what their presentation is going to be like on Fox for SmackDown.
Yeah, I think it'll be huge.
Yeah, but the thing is they can't do it with... I mean, I like Tom Phillips as a commentator, but I can't imagine Fox going, Tom who?
True. But the thing with WWE nowadays is that they have a wealth of really good commentators.
Yeah, just are they allowed to... I mean, basically what they want to do is say, hi, Mauro Ranallo.
Yeah.
Please, if you can you come and work Fridays?
Because think about the MMA fans that are used to watching Fox for UFC and stuff in the past. they all know who Mauro Ranallo is.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a link there, but it'd be interesting to see how it happens, you know.
But I don't think he'll go. I think the fact that he'd sit there because he gets to go live on NXT.
Yeah.
And again, you know, you've got McGuinness and you've got Beth Phoenix supporting.
Yeah.
But as you said, they've definitely got a vast depth of commentators now in WWE because that's how they go for their whole sports casting. They're looking at the ESPN news team who can do the news/reports throughout the day. But you look back to 1999, JR King, Cole, Cornette.
That's pretty much it. And you got Kevin Kelly sitting backstage,
Kevin Kelly,
not doing very much, you know.
Doc Hendricks very occasionally.
Yeah. I thought it was so weird calling him Doc Hendricks, even though that's how I knew him as a kid.
Doc Hendricks with his Simon Cowell trousers in this episode.
And his floaty white shirt, you know.
Well, white. It's just like piss-coloured trousers, piss-coloured shirt.
There is that. So immediately I spot a sign in the crowd that reads, this is a long one, okay? So people put effort in the 90s. Road Dogg, I'll let you see my puppies anytime. And in the other corner of the sign it says, badass. I think you mean Mr. Ass, douchebag. You can look at my TNA as long as you want. You're like, the references, boys. Just predicting the future.
Well, if you're talking about predicting the future, did you pick up the other sign in the front row?
I saw a few. The whole Jericho one.
69 days till Raw is Jericho.
Yeah, that was smart.
And I was a bit like, what the fuck's Lance Storm doing in the crowd and holding a sign up for his buddy?
Some fucking Meltzer Mark sitting in the front, be like, I'm going to spoil this for all the 12-year-olds.
But they hadn't even done the Millennium Countdown.
No, this is
stage,
a long time before Jericho stuff, you know. Anyway, so Steph and Vince come out, surrounded by security, no music.
And no independent workers either.
No, obviously not. As they get in the ring, there's more signs in the crowd that I'm immediately like, one says, show your puppies, and you're like, oh, so classy. The other one says, let's see those puppies, and you're like, for fuck's sake, boys.
In fairness, though, at least that, you know, they're persistent and not aggressive.
What do you mean?
It's like, can I see them? Are you sure?
Okay, I get you, yeah.
I promise I won't tell. Are you sure you don't want to show them? And then the final one going, are you sure? Okay.
So Vince goes into his opening promo. Obviously, Vince has to open the first show. It's a McMahon product, you know. He tries to cut a face promo. The fans shit all over him halfway through.
Yeah, so I used to be one of those.
Vince handles it amazingly, I thought.
Yeah.
Does a really good job of going, yes, I made mistakes in my past. Like a YouTuber giving an apology, you know.
Would you say, as we get back to this Vince McMahon promo, top 5 promo ever? As in like promo givers, Vince McMahon.
Oh, Vince.
Based on the mic.
Top
he's
5? Right up there, yeah.
Top 3?
You think about the classic Austin and Brett promos and coming into that 97 through to like 2005, I guess, where Vince is really strong on the mic.
Yeah.
I think he has missteps before and after that, but he has to be right up there with the very best.
And if you think of sound bites for promos, Vince McMahon didn't screw Brett.
Yeah.
Brett screwed Brett. And if you think just, you know, he would have written that himself.
There's one at the end of this trilogy that we're not giving away yet.
No.
But even just the way he acts and stuff, it's so over the top and so comical that it's perfect for pro wrestling. It's like when my dad goes, it's wrestling music. Like, he does wrestling acting.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
the antithesis of what everyone wants to kind of be like. Antithesis, is that the right word? Yeah, it is.
Because, I mean, everyone always, like, Vince McMahon always wanted to be Ric Flair. If he could have been a wrestler with the robes, the blonde hair, or the strutting, he'd do it. And again, I'd always say Vince McMahon would always fall into my top 5 promo guys. Mm-hmm. Number 1 in that WWE music history for Stand Back.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, we're on this subject. Who would be your best promo guy ever? Like, all pro wrestling ever?
I mean, through what I've seen, Dusty.
Dusty, okay.
Because Dusty,
nice.
Purely based on the fact that he needed one microphone to fill the house.
Yeah.
His promos brought people into the crowd. So from a business standpoint, Dusty. From my own personal preference, no, not Punk.
Mine's Punk. I think he's the best.
Raven.
Okay, yeah. Raven and Punk are very similar in terms of how they cut promos.
That's because Raven took Punk under his wing, because there was a whole shoot when Raven was in the UK and he did his little shoot info for RF Videos. Is it RF Videos?
Sure. And they had the feud for that company that was in the north. I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, but that was probably the feud they had, because they had
PW.
Oh, RPW possibly.
One PW.
One PW.
I think it was one PW.
Ooh, maybe RPW was the people who always did the shoot for. Anyway, but he did the video, the shoot interview, and he was basically saying, this guy CM Punk is a huge star, but no one's ever taught him anything.
Right. Okay.
And then it's the whole thing that he taught Punk all the psychology stuff. And it's like, you can see that. The whole idea how they both work and the everything they do has a purpose. Yeah, Scott Levy may have not been the greatest of workers, but, Johnny Polo, great manager.
Yeah, fucking A, man. So, Vince's promo in the ring. He thanks Ken Shamrock. He thanks The Big Show. He thanks Austin for saving Stephanie. Steph grabs the mic, and instantly the fans like, boo, oh, you're a fucking slut. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, lads, calm down. It's a woman holding a microphone.
You noshed off The Undertaker.
There is all that from ringside, man. It's mental. Steph thanks all the lads too. Every time.
Of course she did.
Oh, the irony of what we just said. You saying that is great. Every time either of these people mention Austin, the crowd pops. He's the most over ever. It's incredible.
That's the thing looking back at now. I was saying to my wife as I was watching the rest of this earlier, I was like, I really worry sometimes doing this podcast that we watch things back that ruin the memory of professional wrestling for me when I was younger and takes away that warm, fuzzy feeling. Yeah. But the pops that the big stars get,
especially Austin,
do not get that today.
No, like Rock is seriously getting over now, but people don't trust him because of the heel turn from last year. Everyone believes and trusts in Austin.
Yeah.
Why they ever tried to turn him heel, I will never understand.
And if you're thinking, this is now a continual 2 to 3 year pop.
Sure.
And considering Austin's career went on till 2003?
I'm not sure.
Was it WrestleMania 19? Yeah. Was his last in-ring match? So he only had really a 6-7 year run in WWE, but considering that from 1996, he was getting obviously he was starting to get pops with WrestleMania 13 with Bret, but then to get these pops, just mentioning his name in just some random arena in Connecticut.
And you think about how Hogan was the top guy in the prime time. I went on to do acting, as he calls it.
Look about our Santa with Muscles back in the archive.
Sure. And then Cena's the same, like Randy Savage is the same. Austin did a little bit of acting, but not really known for it like the other guys were.
Are you trying to tell me The Condemned shouldn't have won an Oscar?
Anyway, but it's just amazing how over he is. Steph describes the ordeal that she went through, and anytime there's the slightest inkling of some sort of sexual reference, like Undertaker held me like under my will, the crowd's like, "Where are my boys? Yeah, get in there,
take her to the dark side."
It's so twisted.
Yeah, she likes it twisted.
Steph finishes the line by going, "Undertaker, I hope you burn in hell."
That stage, like a little out of Mortal Kombat, Kane's head pops on the screen going, "Actually, that's me. That's my gimmick."
Stealing gimmicks, yeah, sure. So here comes Shane and the corporation. So we've got Bossman, Triple H, China, the Green Witch Posse.
The good old the Green Witch Posse.
Or as they're now referred to on this show as the Mean Street Posse.
Still without Joey Abs.
Absolutely, dude.
Because they needed people who could work in the future.
But they talk about this on commentary like this is the streamlined corporation.
Yeah.
And they've obviously got this situation where they're like, well, we're going to do what we're going to do later in the show.
They've all had their resignations at company's house.
Okay, cool. But we need other guys to have feuds. So let's get rid of Shamrock. Let's get Big Show out of there. Let's get Test out of there so we can create these feuds. You know? It's sensible.
I mean, at this stage, you're looking at it going, wow, what a faction. Triple H and some jobbers.
It's... I'll say what I'm going to say later. Fuck it. Okay. It's my big point for the end. We obviously can't discuss what happens on episode 3 of this trilogy, but we can talk about this. So I'll get to be our big finale. Stay tuned, people. So Shane cuts an opulent, arrogant child promo, the privileged dickhead promo. Vince steps up to Shane, but Triple H and Steiner step in front of him.
Steiner? China. Oh my God. I'd love it if Steiner had been in this.
At this time period?
Stephanie, I'm going to stick it up your ass.
So Shane has this line, right, which is genuinely pretty cool. "You better get your attitude out of my face, Vince." Calls his dad by his name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, smart. "Before I slap the wrinkles out of yours." And you're like, oh. Really cool line. Vince calls Shane a petulant little boy as Shane sends them to the back. Vince and Steph, that is. Right, so Shane sets up Austin and Rock versus Triple H and... Are there any takers out there?
Way.
Blackout, Taker promo on the Titantron, generic judge, jury, coroner promo bollocks. It's not great.
I love the fact you've gone judge, jury, execution. No, judge, jury, coroner.
That's what he says.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? It's weird. So it'll be Rock and Austin versus Triple H and Taker. So this is the first time that Austin and Rock have ever teamed, I think.
This also main eventing in Saudi Arabia in 2021.
I wish I wasn't thinking that, it probably will be.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think about the opening promos and stuff? Do much for you? I thought it wasn't, I know I'm asking you as I'm telling you what I think. I think they should have done more about making this is our debut show, like have The Rock come out, cut a big promo, gonna lay the SmackDown, this is the SmackDown, you know. I know they do it later for the proper series first show,
Yeah.
but I think they missed an opportunity here.
I think more so that we'll see as we go through this this chapter 2 of this trilogy is that WWE took the route of we will further our storyline with this potential one-off show. We think we'll get a decent rating, so we think that UPN are interested, so we're going to get our episodic television. We're going to get our version of Thunder, because Thunder was still live at this time as their second show.
There's something to be said that this show's only here because WCW have Thunder.
Yeah, and I'd say that this promo is purely just to forward the main event story. That's it. You've got the McMahons out there front and center. There's mention of Austin, so obviously wrestling fans have tuned in like Austin's going to be here, and those who are new to the product are going to go, why are they cheering this Austin guy? Let's see who he is later.
Absolutely.
So it's for a brand like if you go to a independent show, you've set the scene, you've set the story for that individual show. Mm-hmm. Rather than going, here's our long-term 3-month booking.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
I mean, I said,
don't hate it,
but if they go on to Fox and do this shit, they're fucked.
Yeah, I'm happy to say the product seems to have come a long way.
They need to open with Cesaro versus Walter on Fox.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
Move on to Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, I mean, if pro wrestling is what they think is going to draw audiences in, that's going to be the best.
And
stuff
then
they
finish
can
with
do,
the Brock
really.
Lesnar Ronda Rousey sex show.
So we get some match graphics for the upcoming night. We've got Kane and X-Pac versus Road Dogg and... is it Mr. Ass or is it Billy Gunn? 'Cause no one seems to fucking know on this show. Everyone's calling him Mr. Ass on Monday. It's Tuesday and everyone's like, BA double crooked letter and all this sort of stuff.
Network television.
Indeed. That might be why.
There we go.
We also get Bossman versus Mankind because they weren't booked. And Bradshaw versus Ken Shamrock leading off for their baseball bat swinging bollocks has happened of the pay-per-view. And
their Russo feud.
Yeah, exactly. So, JEFF, JARRET. Wow, it's Double J on the fucking podcast again. He's on every fucking episode.
I have horrible opinions on chapter 3 as well.
Guess what he's doing? Is he walking around backstage by any chance? Fucking Russo. With Deborah and Kane.
Good old slap nuts.
Yeah. Blue Blazer is also running around away from the camera backstage mysteriously. God, Owen's good, isn't he?
Who? This is the Blue Blazer.
I love it so much. Owen is one of my all-time favorites, I've said many times before, and like he shines doing absolutely fuck all on this show.
I look forward to one day on the pod when we cover WrestleMania 10, just for the finish of Owen coming out during the celebration. It's a case of this is again the first real time they've had like a heel-esh moment to take away the shine from the babyface who's won the main event of Mania. Yeah. Just having Owen come out and his facial expressions like, oh, he's so angry at his big brother. It's so good.
Okay, well, don't blow your load now. Let's stick to this.
But no, well, it's Owen Hart. It's difficult to not blow your load on it.
Go on, top line.
Hello, men.
Quite the face pop for Val Venus. He's really getting over. Like, he was a heel up until now, really.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
but and in
it's just the talent in the ring and
Sean
the jokes
Morley was
as well.
really good in the ring as well, wasn't he?
Really good. So, do you want to read the promo?
I'll let you read it.
Okay, hopefully I don't fuck this up. Ladies, tonight I would like to... I'm not going to do his voice.
Disappointing.
I can't do Val Venus, no. He's got too much Tomra down here, you know.
He's got too much Tamatomra.
That's terrible. Fucking hell. Ladies, tonight I would like to invite each and every one of you, I already fucked it up, each and every one of you to invest in the Big Val Boski's mutual fund. You see, it's always up more than it's down, and I can guarantee you, Vince wrote this promo, with this fund, there will never be an early withdrawal.
I mean, it's really good he's promoting investment banking.
Not one of his best sexual puns, but it's pretty good.
But in my mind, at that stage, I thought, I should probably check my ISA. With my boner.
I think mine's got like £3 in it right now, so yeah. Jarrett comes out with Deborah. Cole on commentary explains that this was meant to be Val versus Owen. This is the point where I just remembered that they didn't do this commentary live.
No, they did it post, didn't they?
They did it post, so you can blatantly hear Vince over the corner of over the shoulder of Michael Cole saying, "Say this now, read this now." With Jim Cornette going, "What if you did it like this?" And you can feel that Michael Cole is not comfortable.
But this is the whole thing that's always been before SmackDown went live again. They went off to New York to do the overdubs.
It's why Jim Ross didn't want to do SmackDown.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not going to sit with Vince telling me to say things 20 times.
And also, that's the reason why Bradshaw was champion for so long, because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays.
There we go.
Cheers, Paul.
Jarrett cuts a promo explaining that he's the replacement for Owen.
Yeah.
Because it was meant to be Owen in this match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Blue Blazer immediately slides into the ring, jumps Val, and we get our first match of the night of Val Venus versus the Blue Blazer. Owen Hart.
It's good to... Well, no. Here's the Blue Blazer. Owen Hart's not here this evening.
Cornette immediately says it's Owen. You're like, for fuck's sake, man. Blazer, wrestling the whole match in a bedazzled cape. And you're like, I love you so much. It keeps getting in the way, keeps getting over his head. And he's like, I'm going to keep it on the whole match, no matter what.
It's the best self-rib ever, that cape.
Sure, like this generic, hilarious superhero character.
Everyone backstage, if they had agents back in the 90s doing these matches, like, Owen, you can't wear that cape. And I'd be like, yeah, I am.
Oh, I definitely won't wear it. And then just come out with a cape anyway and be like, I forgot to take it off.
I'll take it off. I was just caught in the moment of the run-in.
Too right. So Deborah in with the distraction. This is literally like a 2-minute match. I've got all the match times down the bottom. We'll talk about it at the end. Okay. Jarrett punts Val in the dick for 1, 2, 3. Blue Blazer wins. Nicole Bass out immediately to follow up on this. She's chasing down Val because she feels that Val owes her one from the recent pay-per-view or something.
Certainly owes her one, yeah.
Fucking A. Val legs it. Val legs it, not selling the dick shot, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's because it's up all the time.
But cue the pimp music. Cole on commentary goes immediately, Godfather is coming to collect. And I'm like, there's puns aplenty on this show.
Network television.
So again, we kind of discussed this on Monday, and this is like a continuation of it. It doesn't really develop as such. But the whole Deborah wants to be a prostitute angle is confusing to me, to say the least.
Again, as I said, back in the 90s, women's wrestling contracts were not very good, so they needed to earn extra money elsewhere, whether it be working at Wendy's or Hooters or was one of the Godfather's hoes.
No, moonlighting as a whore, you could phrase.
Yeah, Moolah was taking her cut.
So Double J and Blazer immediately get the better of the Godfather, and that's kind of the end of the segment.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of nothingy, really, just filling again. Which
is the sad thing, as we said. This is always bittersweet when Owen is on here, because this is what was a progressive storyline to over the edge for the Godfather and Blazer.
Yeah, it's sad watching it.
Yeah,
but I'm just trying to appreciate how funny Owen is in these segments.
Can you imagine him now? In wrestling, because he'd still be around. He'd still be either still trying to go. He'd be like the Bob Backlund role.
He'd be the best agent ever.
Yeah.
Like, just work it. He knows how to do everything. He tells a story. He can do comedy. He knows when it has to be serious.
I love Matt Bloom, but you guarantee that Owen would be the head coach down in NXT.
You feel like he'd be right up there, for sure. So brief Rock backstage promo. Doesn't really say very much. He's
eyebrow, rock.
Exactly. Blue Blazer promo with Kevin Kelly, the man who just liked my tweet earlier. Thank you, Kevin Kelly. I love you, buddy. My new friend, Kevin Kelly.
Can he record a Ford for the show like my friend did?
Oh, I might ask him.
Do it!
He seems like a genuinely lovely person, so... Oh, I might do it. That's a really good idea. I don't know if I can DM... I wonder if his DMs are open. We'll find out later. So WWF needs Blue Blazer back. Kevin calls the Blazer Owen, and Owen immediately is just like, no, that's not me. Who's that? Genuinely hilarious. He's the superhero the WWF needs, because there's too much... cleavage?
At that stage, it would have been nice if Chaz had stuck his head around the corner and gone, all right.
Fuck. Blue Blaze is such a good guy. He won't even say Val's last name because of what it rhymes with. You're like, oh, he's so good. As he's cutting this promo, I don't know if you caught it, but Farouk just casually walks behind him in the background. Like, it's blatantly ribbing him, but it's great.
Because Farouk, member of the Ministry of Darkness, just pottering about backstage.
Literally just like out of character completely, just like grooving along, just like, oh, it's really funny.
Have you seen what they've got in catering today, Blue Blazer?
So Blazer ends the promo by quoting Hulk Hogan by going, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, and drink your milk. I've just written here, I miss Owen so much.
Yeah.
He was the best. Like, ribbing Hulk Hogan at the end of your promo as the Blue Blazer.
Maybe one of our next trilogies, for goodness, we'll do the Owen Hart, Bret Hart trilogy.
Oh yeah, maybe we could do like a full Owen Hart retrospective almost, you know?
Oh, that'd be nice.
That'd be really fun.
It'd be a 7-hour pod.
It would be a long one, yeah.
We'd need to split it into chapters.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, dear listener, listen to us plot our future pods. So we should chat about it.
Yeah, it's fine. That's what great podcasts are, man. It's just people having conversations. You feel like you're involved, that you're there listening in, you know?
And if you're thinking, yeah, I'd love to hear an Owen Hart retrospective, tweet us.
Yeah.
At World of Rest Pod.
Or I bet OSW have done it already. It doesn't matter. You don't listen to OSW, do you?
No, and neither does any of our listeners.
Sure.
Listen to us. Don't listen to other really good, informative wrestling podcasts.
Well, they do like, 5-10 a year? We do one every single week. It's a different type of podcast, you know? We're better. Anyway. Modest as well.
Yeah, look at our award cabinet.
So next up, we've got the Big Show versus Test of guys who just aren't booked in the back yet. For fuck's sake, as the bell goes, Bossman immediately walks down the ringside, literally as the bell goes. Show hits a drop kick, choke slam, 1, 2, 3. Big Show wins. They do not like long matches at this time, do they? Not on their telly.
Well, again, get your marketing in, get your advertising in, 7 segments, push it through. But again, it's because this is building up to what we're going to see later in this episode.
Yeah.
Another formation.
Yeah, absolutely. So Show heads to the back, but Bossman attacks Test with the nightstick. And because Show's now a good guy and Test is now a good guy, a Show back in for the save. Does that lead to this classic feud?
It does.
Oh, I want to do that feud more than anything.
What, the boss man? Your daddy's a bastard!
At the funeral.
And Big Show jumping on the coffin as it drove away.
Oh, it's so good. Boss man behaving badly is like one of my favourite fucking things. That's an Attitude Era podcast quote. So,
okay.
That's not my invention.
Oh, disappointing.
Yeah,
sure. I was going to say, because if we were doing the old camera version, we could have the boss man behaving badly part of the show and just have a little gimmick. Boss man sitting there with Jeff Jarrett going, Kylie. Kylie Ray.
So, what do you think of this bit?
Waste of my eyeball time.
There we go. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Down, 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 down. Oh,
Jim Johnson with his 6 chords of dreams.
So good. Just ball-shakingly awesome theme music, you know. The Rock walks down to the ring, cuts a promo on Shane and Triple H. He is literally the king of catchphrases. We've got Smackdown Hotel, the Candy Asses, the Great One, Rudy Poo Candy Asses, doubling up on a gimmick, you know? First, fist in your mouth, foot in your ass. Every single person in this arena sings along with every single one of those lines. He's really good.
Yeah. And you don't get that today. Show me a gimmick.
Less so. Much less so.
Show me a gimmick that people scream along with other than, my name is Paul Heyman.
Shamefully. You know who was quite good at it.
Cockmuncher, alleged rapist.
That's the one. So Rocky addresses Austin.
That could actually be that. Could be a number of wrestlers. Fuck you, Enzo.
Yeah, fucking name. So Rocky addresses...
Before we get to that,
go on.
Did you see the Triple H interview on TalkSport about Enzo?
Fucking brilliant. When he's like, oh yeah, there's the rumours out there. No interest. No interest at all.
I like the fact that he went on to say, as soon as we heard those, we got our PR guys to shoot those down straight away. And, you can make a life's earning out of rumours and Meltzer might print them, but, good luck to Enzo.
He literally name-checked him. Wow, Triple H gives no fucks anymore. I love it. I love that when they're in this thing where they have competition and then stuff like this happens, he's just like, this means nothing to me. I'm just going to say it and we're going to carry on.
But can you imagine now on Wednesday night next week if they turn up on USA Network?
No, thank you.
I will not watch NXT. I will not watch any product that has Enzo involved. Big
Absolutely.
Cass, I'll allow him to have a second chance because he was suffering from alcohol issues and drug issues.
Always thought he could be okay.
Yeah, I'll watch a product with Kaz XL on it, but any product with Enzo Amore in. However, next time we do World Wrestling Podcast Actor Popstar, we will be having some Enzo lyrics.
Nice. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Rocky addresses Austin and them tagging tonight. He says, we ain't partners. We ain't... I've written buzzies here. I don't know what I was meant to write.
They're obviously trying to be the Killer Bees.
Oh, there we go. We sure as hell ain't friends. Rocky threatens Austin to stick his horns up his Austin's ass. Glass smash. Good Lord, the pop for Austin is incredible. I know we've already gone on about it, but seriously, it's just... This place explodes the second you hear that glass smash.
And the thing is as well, like, because a lot of, as we found in SmackDown, a lot of everything's added in post. Like SmackDown in like the late 2000s.
Not here.
No, no dubbing at all.
Yeah, every single week. Like I've been there live when Austin's come out, and it's just like, whoa. I've never heard it before. Like, I've seen like a lot of bands in their prime get big pops and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they come out on stage or play the song, whatever it is. But yeah, Austin is just incredible. So Austin, in full gear, keeps flipping off the Rock as he goes to all four corners to say hello to the crowd. Brilliant moment. Austin cuts a promo. You will always be some punk kid spitting out nursery rhymes. He immediately goes, you've got no chance, and and you're like doing the same shit, Austin. Pretty cool, but yeah, interesting. Here comes Shane out to the entrance staging area. Shane cuts a promo. They love a promo. Absolutely love a promo.
Getting the story over, and also, everyone's probably pretty tired from working Mondays.
Let's do the promo. So fans chant asshole, get the blackout. Taker joins Shane on the stage, then Triple H, then Bearer, and we have the corporate ministry.
Way! Oh my God, the evolution of the Ministry of Darkness. They've taken out their 401ks.
Yeah. A bit underwhelming.
Well, I said when you look at who's left in the ministry, in the corporation.
More how they unveiled it.
Yeah, just two blokes walking out on stage and having the commentators go, oh my God, have they joined forces?
Yeah.
No, they're just standing there for shits and giggles.
Yeah. So when Jericho debuts, they've obviously gone, put Rock in the ring.
Yeah.
Have Jericho come out. It'll be magic. We don't need to write anything. We'll just let them do it. It feels like they've gone, we'll just put Austin and Rock in the ring. They're the two top guys. We'll bring everyone out. Shane will announce everyone. They'll come through, blah, 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 blah. It'll be a magical moment. Why not do this at the conclusion of the show? Why not do it, like, have the interference in the main event and stuff? Have Taker be a surprise as Triple H's partner for the match. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. As they'd already announced Undertaker as Triple H's partner at that stage, had they had it being the Undertaker coming out to, even if it had been Shane and Triple H against Austin and Rock, and then the Undertaker came out at the end and basically the ministry came and assisted, and then they did the whole big let's all raise each other's arms in the centre of the ring and a handshake or something silly with like the Undertaker and Shane McMahon. Or,
Shane poses with Triple H and Taker goes down on one knee and does the whole thing, and then Shane reciprocates somehow or something silly. I
mean, I'm really glad Shane wouldn't reciprocate and do the Undertaker kneel. That would be awful.
But you know what I'm getting at.
The delivery was piss poor, but how the main event finished, you want to have, as we'll get to, you want to have the main event finish on your return to network television if people have switched over to see how it finished versus all the baddies standing there raising each other's arms. So I understand why they did it, but it seems like it was rushed.
Yeah.
I think had they not had this UPN special, this wouldn't have been how they merged the two together. I think they needed something for network television.
I feel that either it was that or they massively overthought it.
Yeah.
I think if they've just gone simpler, more of a prevalent spot on the card, I think this would have got over a lot better.
Was this technically, though, at the end of the first hour to encourage people to stay for the second hour of the program?
But again, I think that's overthinking it. I think it's the first SmackDown. People are going to watch no matter what.
Yeah, but then this is the time where people are flicking between channels.
Was this on at the same time as Thunder?
I don't know if it was on the same time as Thunder, because was Thunder always Thursday nights as well? Was Thunder? I thought Thunder might have been Wednesday nights.
I can't remember.
But
Thursday Night Thunder sounds right.
WCW, WWE, they always went with the idea at the end of the first hour, when or the close of the show, or now the end of the second hour, they always have the hook to keep you going.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this was at the end of hour 1, so then people would stay for hour 2, because sometimes, because at the prime time slot it was on a Thursday night, there's other stuff on. Obviously, we've seen now more so when SmackDown was on Thursday nights, when it was competing with things like Big Bang Theory and stuff like that when it was on TV in the States.
Uh-huh.
They'd always have to try and have the hook pay-per-views when they opened it with Cena and AJ, because they knew they were going up against... what were they going up against? Were they going up against UFC?
I don't know.
Something.
I haven't paid enough attention over the last few years, really.
But basically, I think that's the reason why they put it in this slot, to hook people in. But
cool.
I said the execution was poor.
What do you think about the idea of the corporate ministry?
Fucking awful.
Yeah? I remember as a kid being excited and thinking this is genuinely a threat to Austin and Rock.
Yeah, I
always thought Rock was going to turn heel as a kid. I was like, I don't trust him. Like, he betrayed me at Survivor Series last year. He's going to be the top guy for the corporate ministry eventually.
I always thought that they should have stayed separate. I thought that the corporation was going to be the engine to build Triple H to the next level.
Let's talk about that at the end.
And I thought the whole idea of the ministry was to provide suitable factions for Austin and then Rock to feud and run through, as opposed to merging the two together, and then it's just one big storyline, and then it's just whoever's involved in those two factions taking up most of the segments, and you had your IC level bits, and that would be your show.
Great. Yeah, on the same. It seems a shame for people like Ken Shamrock and Test, and even Big Show, I guess.
Yeah.
That could very easily be corporate guys, Yeah,
and the main corporate guy,
because it's not like they do much with them after this, really.
No, this is it. By merging the factions together, you essentially kill half the people I've seen. Because at least with the ministry, you'd always keep the Acolytes, you'd always keep Mideon and Viscera, but that's another reason already why the Brood had gone.
Yeah.
Because they knew they were going to merge these two factions together, which in fairness to WWE, long-term booking, you don't need a faction of 20 people in it, because look what happened to the NWO.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what they were wary of.
Yeah.
But even at the time, I was like, that's watered it down a bit. Because the whole idea of the ministry is it's this big, gothic, demonic thing. Vince McMahon probably is still even now going, kids like Satan, right? This is good shit.
At the time, I think it's what they needed. It's just spooky and gothy enough to be threatening, but not too goofy. It's not like Dungeon of Doom. Terrible, It's always on the tipping point of becoming Dungeon of Doom, but never quite went there,
Only because of Viscera's weight.
He's just holding the back, going, oh, put him on the back of the seesaw, boys.
Get rid of the Brood on the other side. We're going to lose it.
So Cornette finishes this segment by very passionately going, the merger from hell. And Cole says something as well. But
at that stage, every WCW wrestler who wasn't on an AOL Time Warner contract was like, this was the merger from hell.
Oh, yeah, fucking A, man. So let's move on. So we've got Kane and X-Pac backstage with Kevin Kelly, and this really awkward promo is brilliantly executed, you've got to say.
Yeah.
So they're friends again, but maybe they're not friends again. So replays from Raw and Kane attacking Pac and all the blood dropping from the Brood and everything. If you want to know all about that, go to listen to episode 1 of this trilogy.
Or watch Carrie.
Yeah, that too. Kevin calls the New Age Outlaws fellow DXers, and I've never heard that term. It works. Pac seems pissed with Kane still, and like, I wonder what's going to happen with this feud down the line.
In fairness, from episode 1 we saw that X-Pac was just basically spending a lot of his time just looking for Kane, so of course he's annoyed.
Absolutely.
He's like, you've stolen my AW belt, mate.
That reference is not going to last.
That's fine.
So Droz and Prince Albert make their entrance. It's really cool seeing Droz in this gear, right? It's super 90s. He's got this oversized Ringmaster Jamiroquai style top hat in purple camo, with matching purple camo trunks and knee pads with a sparkly belt. And you're like, oh, the 90s. Look at that.
Oh, Tex Williams ring gear.
Your ring gear is classy compared to this. Jesus. So I don't ever remember seeing Prince Albert before this show.
Do you know?
Was he around?
Oh, he was around, yeah, because he was introduced as his personal piercer.
Okay.
And that's when they also did a lot of backstage vomiting segments. together.
I barely remember most of those. I remember he was around and they did the whole, we're going to pierce people, and never actually did, because they're never going to fucking do it. I always thought, you find someone that wants their tongue pierced to be like, we'll actually do it live on TV. It'll be fucking great.
At that point, like, Matt Bloom will be like, I don't know how to do this. Pretty good wrestler.
So the match is Droz with Prince Albert versus D'Lo Brown with Ivory and her boob tube.
I got a bit scared at this stage because I couldn't remember which D'Lo match the accident happened in.
My first note just says, well, this is a bit awkward.
Yeah. And again, I think we've covered this on previous pods. It was awful what happened to Droz.
Yeah.
But that is wrestling, unfortunately.
Sure, man.
But both these guys, had Droz not got hurt, it would have meant that he would have been at least a decent mid-level guy. D'Lo Brown would have been a main event star, because I think after the injury to Droz, D'Lo just like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
I love D'Lo. I think Droz is the shit.
Really?
I'm sorry, man. I know that he can't wrestle anymore and all that sort of stuff, and I genuinely feel sympathetic for the guy. I hated him.
Really?
Can't work, can't sell.
Hey,
obviously,
he was all right in the Brawl for All.
He's obviously a legitimately tough dude.
Yeah.
And that's why he's got the respect and the booking, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
I think Vince loved the silliness of he's the guy that puked on the football field and all that sort of bollocks. Yeah. Like, when you're...
He's gonna puke!
When your gimmick is pitched as you're the guy that can puke on command, and your way of doing that is shoving your fingers down your throat, it's like, that doesn't work. That's not the same thing.
That's one of those really bad things, like on an actor's CV. Can you ride a horse?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you get on the horse and go,
he's gonna puke! Are you gonna puke?
Yeah, I've got to shove my fingers down my throat for 5 minutes first, but yeah.
Have you got any pictures of Moolah?
Oh, poor Moolah. Oh, well, she was a cunt, wasn't she? So anyway, okay, well, allegedly. So D'Lo hits sky high, so cool. Goes up top for the lowdown. Ivory on the apron for some fucking reason, distracting the ref. Like, I thought this was a heel turn. Bad booking. Very bad booking, because it's not a heel turn. She's just distracting the ref because she's an idiot woman, I guess.
Yeah.
Russo? Yeah?
Yeah. Women, know your limits.
Absolutely, mate. So Albert shoved D'Lo off the top, obviously because of the distraction. Match goes on for a minute or so. D'Lo immediately back in control and back up top, because I don't think he trusts Droz to lead this match. Albert in to punch him in the ribs. Ref calls for the disqualification. D'Lo wins the match. Albert gives D'Lo a press slam Falcon Arrow, and I'm like, fucking A, man. That's a bit ahead of your time.
Good old Giant Bernard.
Nobody kicks out the Falcon Arrow. Even though they always do. So, that one time in PWG where I think it was actually Michael Elgin, I seem to remember, that did the Falcon Arrow, and Excalibur on commentary goes, nobody kicks out the Falcon Arrow, and the ref counts to 3. I've never heard a bigger pop from Excalibur in my life. So cool. Albert then goes to pierce D'Lo's tongue as Ivory sprints to the back to get a returning Mark Henry in a khaki green suit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, delightful.
I wonder where he shops. Because that and the salmon jacket, I mean, he's got a fantastic tailor.
Too right, man. Henry chases off the bad guys. Him, D'Lo, and Ivory all embrace because they reunited this tag team. Yeah, it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, it was a nice save. Obviously, the Ivory going up to the turnbuckle was so that Albert could get involved in Prince Albert this time could get involved in distraction.
I feel there was a missed spot somewhere, and Ivory was just like, I'll improvise.
Yeah,
because that experiencing glow coming through.
She was always a good worker for her time. At that time, she was always a good worker. I always liked Ivory.
Best of a bad bunch,
Yeah, her Hall of Fame speech was brilliant.
Oh, I remember. It was really funny, wasn't it? Like, she just didn't give a shit. Like, yeah. Really good stuff. Pretty average match. Yeah.
Well, what do you expect as we sin from chapter 1 and now this chapter?
Yeah.
Don't let the Attitude Era foil you, people.
Yeah.
The ring quality, pretty shit.
It's just lots of talking.
Yeah.
Lots of spontaneous storytelling elements, and just like, oh, this would be good next week. Let's go with that. That'd be fun. And then 2 weeks down the line, like, oh wait, what did we do? Just try this. That'll be fine.
What's clear at this time, as we saw in chapter 1 and we've seen in this episode of SmackDown, we spoke about the long-term booking of the main event.
Yeah.
And you can see that all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle are falling in place. They know where they're going to go. They've got all their months' worth of work planned, provided no one gets injured.
Sure.
But for anyone on the undercard, it's very much, throw something against the wall.
Yeah.
So it's probably like dartboard booking. So we're going to have D'Lo versus... Oh shit, draws.
Everyone goes on like prior to us reviewing this for sure, like at least to me, about how everyone has stuff to do in the 90s, especially late 90s, where Russo and Vince and Cornette and stuff are all booking it. We've talked about it before. Like, I'm not convinced they really had any clue what they were doing with the undercard.
No, not at all. I mean, the IC title scene was good because you actually had a rotation of competitors. So it's a case of, we need to get to the next pay-per-view in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Who are we going to have in that pay-per-view? Okay, we'll have Godfather and Jarrett going for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how are we going to work back from that? 1, 2, 3. And who else is involved to keep it interesting? Who isn't being used?
Sure.
And then they do that again. But there's no, like...
I don't hate the spontaneity of a lot of it, you know? It feels fun and exciting, and a lot of this is less about the caliber and rewatchability of what you're seeing, and just how do we convince them to tune in next week and not watch Nitro or Thunder.
And that's what they had the big main event story for. It's like, this is where we're going to go, we're going to build it, we're going to have the suspense, and we'll hopefully have our talented guys on the undercard working to keep people interested. Oh, the Godfather's got some pretty girls with him.
It's like, how much shocking stuff can we get these guys to do just to have people talk about it in the playground the next day almost?
This guy pukes, he's going to pierce his tongue, and then the big Olympic lifter came back.
Yeah. I was thinking about this. Like, we mentioned it briefly on the first episode, and that I never really remember people talking about the quality of matches ever about wrestling.
No.
It was always, did you see Gold Dust's new entrance for WCW, and how he just like threw away the gimmick and all this sort of stuff, you know? It was always those conversations about entrances, about things that happened, boobs that came on show, you know?
It's what we say now. I like some of my wrestling because I like the athleticism, I like the in-ring craft, but I've always been about storytelling because, as you said, that's what people talk about. Sometimes I go, oh, did you see that Canadian destroyer off a ladder? Kick out fucking 2.
That was incredible, but it's fine.
But yeah, storytelling is key. In-ring work, not as great as people may have thought it was.
Definitely. So the New Age Outlaws are backstage with Kevin Kelly, who's doing all the
backstage.
Didn't know. Not yet. That's later. So the Road Dogg wants to be friends. Mr. Ass says, there are no friends when it comes to these titles. Foreshadowing the Mr. Ass heel turn, obviously. Yeah. Because it's coming.
And also, he might as well say, and there's no storyline for these titles. Because Vince hates tag team wrestling, so he's got to pay 4 guys rather than 2.
There's lots of interesting or intriguing stuff happening with these 4 people involved in this tag title stuff. Yeah. So X-Pac and Kane are kind of at odds with each other. So are Badass Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. But they're both separate teams. But X-Pac is part of DX with the other guys, and Kane's almost like a separate entity, but is friends with X-Pac.
Yeah.
And they've gone through the whole Tory stuff, I think, at this point as well.
Yeah, because they haven't got to the stage where they've battled for the rights to the merchandise of DX yet, have they? Because that
don't
comes
remember
later.
that. Wow.
Oh, fuck me. So after the
Triple H and Shawn have got no rights here?
No, nothing at all. So I think it was Road Dogg and X-Pac, which led on from this, tagging against Billy and Chyna, with the winner getting the rights to the DX name.
Jesus. So,
but Russo's booking was great in the 90s.
Is this for the straps? Because no one ever mentions whether it is or it isn't.
It should be for the straps, yeah.
I thought it was, because I thought they were going to have one title match on the show.
Yeah, the whole idea was it was for the straps, because that's why BA double dollar sign.
Yeah, there you go.
Double dollar sign. Jesus.
Modern rapper kind of alternative, you know? Yeah.
CFO.
I say rapper.
CFO squiggle. So yeah, it was a tag match because that's why he was saying there's no friendship when it comes to the titles.
So for the tag team championships, allegedly, X-Pac and Kane, who are the current champions, versus the New Age Outlaws of Road Dogg, Dishy James, and someone.
The one, Billy Gunn.
X-Pac's budget DX entrance. At least his music doesn't cut out this time.
X-Pac, bow, bow.
It's like a discounted version of Triple H's DX stuff, you know.
This is what you'd expect on a video game if they didn't have the license to have the DX theme.
Yeah, sure. It's like unlicensed stuff. So,
good thing we're not in Mexico.
The New Age Outlaws entrance is over as fuck.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It goes, oh, you didn't know? And down and now.
I was so happy when I learned to play this on the guitar. I'm not even going to finish it. Yeah. Because I was like, I've learnt it.
So Road Dogg gets in the ring, and you can tell they're planning a split ahead of these two guys because he's added stuff to his intro.
Yeah.
He's like, welcome to my doghouse. The doghouse, like he does in later in life. And usually at this point, I'm used to seeing people go, or hearing people go, oh, roar, 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 and no one does it because it's brand new, you know? It's interesting seeing this development in his character, I guess. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Do you really care about Road Dogg?
No,
ever?
Because essentially this whole thing is a rip-off of Conan's entrance in WCW.
It kind of is. Yeah, I've never even put 2 and 2 together.
So obviously, I'm going to side with my friend.
Yeah.
But
like the sing along with Road Dogg stuff, this whole place is saying every single line he's saying.
Well, yeah, other than the new stuff.
Oh, yeah. But when they get to the good stuff,
And until he's tagged with K-Quick.
So Billy Gunn won't do his bit of the beginning bit where he goes, tell you to suck it, because he's very serious about winning these belts.
And that's important to me.
Of course.
Well, it's the same thing like back when Warrior was going for the belt, and he's like, the commentator's like, he's not even running. He's very focused on this. He's conserving his energy. And it's the titles mean something. So the logic behind him not doing his little talk along thing, yes, obviously it's the prelude to the heel turn.
Yeah.
But it should be. If you're going for a title, you should be like, yeah, I'm going to get this. High five, streamers, poppy confetti. If I was going for a title, I'd be like, well, first of all, no one ever put that. But if I was going for a title, I'd be like, I've got to be deadly serious here. I've got to focus eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
No, like, slapping babies and kissing hands.
No, sure. It's like, it's good. It's intriguing. It's like, this is where they've got planned out story narrative stuff happening. And it works very well. So Kane doing the Undertaker opening spot is just the greatest because he's his brother and that's what he watched as a kid and all this sort of stuff. You know, the whole duck the clothesline, hammer, 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 Kane goozles, throw into the corner, hammer, hammer, hammer. You know, it's like just a brilliant opening spot. Every Undertaker match ever has the same opening spot, by the way, if you didn't know.
And again, it's logical for Glenn Jacobs to suddenly go, right, that's what I should do.
Yeah, that's what I've seen work as a kid. This is my brother who I've watched secretly for years and years is the story.
Yeah.
Really clever.
It's amazing he didn't do that when he was Isaac Yankem. DDS.
So, some issues with Kane and X-Pac. They've got these awkward tags. Kane goozles Road Dogg and accidentally goozles Puck at the same time. And you're like, interesting. Goozle to Mr. Ass. Do I call him that? I don't even know. Road Dogg blatantly low blows Kane directly in front of the ref.
Russo.
Can you do that, Joey? Famous Kane kicks out at 2. Kicking out of finishes. Gotta love it.
This match had everything I hate about wrestling in it.
Mr. Ass has Puck up in a press slam position. Kane knocks Road Dogg into Billy, setting up the heel turn. Puck falls onto Billy as he falls out of the press slam position for the 1, 2, 3, and your winners and still retaining X-Pac and Kane. Yeah, just at least there's something going on that has. It's not a yes or a no. It's a what happens if? And, do you think this is going to happen? It's a good discussion point for fans.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was nice as well on commentary that you didn't have JR going, Billy Gunn, pound for pound, the best athlete in WWF.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh. But yeah, it was nice having the who's going to switch or who's going to turn on who and what's going to happen. It was nice storytelling.
Yeah. I think Billy Gunn is a stiff bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unnecessarily so, I would say.
Bully level.
Yeah, he doesn't ever came across like that as me as a kid, but like watching it back now, you're like, I know it's X-Pac, he's your mate, you're probably going to take a few liberties because he can take it and they understand and want to get this kind of blood feud level stuff going. But I don't know, it's just a bit meh.
Yeah, and it's funny you should say that because if you watch a lot of Billy Gunn matches now, you think he is taking liberties.
Yeah.
I get
to watch some back.
I get the impression, and also I think that's the reason why as soon as he split from Triple H, why is he not getting his push? Oh, that's why. Because people don't want to work with him.
Don't Billy Gunn it.
Yeah. Why is your brother better at boxing?
Oh yeah. Sorry, it took me a second. Right, so Austin puts his knee braces on backstage. Like, let's not highlight the fact he's got bad knees, eh? But anyway, it doesn't matter. The New Age Outlaws argue backstage. It seems like they split up at this point because the agents have to get in between and hold, like, they actually get in front of Road Dogg, even though he's blatantly the beta of this position, but it's what it is.
Well, Billy Gunn is the pound for pound, easy for me to say, best athlete in WWF.
Yeah.
Don't get in front of him. Get Road Dogg. He's a saggy man.
So Billy Gunn walks away from the situation looking angry at this point. So we cut back to the ring and Freebird Michael Hayes, aka Doc Hendricks at this point, brings out the Brood. Best entrance ever.
Yeah.
We've gone over this before. Let's carry on. So Cole and Cornette put over the Brood will break their silence tonight. And they constantly go, Gangrel's got his red liquid. It's not blood. It's just red liquid. They say it at least 3 times.
He loves the Ribena.
More like purple liquid.
Oh, well, you know.
Unless it's like cherry flavour or something. I don't know, whatever. So Gangrel's promo here. Please describe this to people. The gusto and the emphasis on language and words he puts into...
I would liken this, if you have ever been through your teenage years as part of a school play or a project where you have to maybe write something in drama.
Been there, yeah.
And you think that you're being really clever that you're like a wordsmith and you're being really intelligent and using your words in a great way. But it turns out when you look at it years later, you're actually a fucking moron. This is what Gangrel's promo was like here.
So Michael Hayes kind of introduces him and goes to pass the mic across to Gangrel to interview him. But Gangrel's already talking.
Yeah.
The mic's not even at his face before he's talking. So you kind of come into the halfway through a sentence and he's like, "We will gather the darkness. We are ourselves. The brood will stay together." But like, this is giving it too much too much props. It's terrible. He's mumbling through this nonsensical bollocks.
Deep in the forest I once saw an owl, and he said to me, "You children must fly." And I said, "Christian and Edge, we must fly together." "Christian, do you have anything to add to this?" "You don't." And then I will carry on talking.
Literally happens.
I will then pass the microphone to Edge, and I will say, "Wow, Dr. Isaac Yankum has looked after your teeth. You've got an excellent smile."
He's a soft-spoken Canadian vampire. Like, what's happening?
"I'm going to suck your blood, if that's okay with you."
Is that about this here? Like, it's so bad.
"One time I met Terrence and Phillip."
So Christian won't talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Michael Hayes goes there and Christian's like, I'm just going to walk away because they obviously don't trust him to cut a promo at this point, even though in the future he's fucking great. Edge does a bit better on his promo, I would say.
But he had what I like to call pervy sex face on when he was
sure.
doing.
They all, the both of them, not Christian, 'cause he doesn't get to talk, but both Gangrel and Edge do the thing where literally like kids that are cliched bad guys will go, ha 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 ha. It's like, next time, Gadget, but without the gusto, you know?
I'd fucking love it if there was a Dr. Claw character in wrestling.
It'd be so good, man.
And Mad Cat as his like valet.
What's the villain from Turtles with the guy in their
Oh,
belly?
Krang.
Oh, we need a Krang.
Fetch me my body.
If we'd have done it like that, it would have been even better. So they're just, again, they're reading lines. They're just really bad.
But then fourth wall breakdown. It's just a gimmick.
Yeah,
Oh,
Michael
Doc.
Hayes in the ring calls them a gimmick and kind of starts to insult them.
And Gangrel was pretty much Gorilla Monsoon. What?
Yeah, sure. Doc gets the carry treatment that Kane got on Monday night on the outside, dumped in the blood and stuff. It's Russo only knows 4 things. So there we go.
Basically as well, because like Michael Hayes would that's not his own wardrobe. He was like, I'm not ruining my own clothes in this.
Sure.
And then Vince was like, just look in my wardrobe, take whatever you want.
I'm sure Michael Hayes loved this promo for himself.
Yeah.
Loved being involved again. And this leads into something.
Yeah, because this is when he starts, he discovers the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, emo boys.
Before they go and he dresses as them with like little skin tight wire tops.
It's fucking brilliant, man. I definitely want to cover some of that period at some point.
Bam, and Michael Hayes putting a hip out doing the Hardy Boys dance.
What's the first pay-per-view with the ladder match?
Oh, well, what, just with them and the Dudleys?
No, it's just Edge and Christian and the Hardys, the first one.
Oh, shit, because that's when the night afterwards they have the handshake.
Yeah, I remember that being that and Mick Foley and Undertaker in the Cell are the 2 like life-changing moments to me as a pro wrestling fan.
Oh.
Seeing Jeff do the kind of leapfrog off the ladder leg drop thing, I remember jumping out my seat and screaming and stuff.
Was it WrestleMania 2000?
I think it was WrestleMania something, but whatever. Let's cover that show at some point just so we can watch that match back and be like, this is crap compared to what we have nowadays.
If it was WrestleMania 2000, we get the Ice Cube coming out with the Godfather and Dealer Brand going, pimpin' ain't easy, man.
Yeah, fucking hell, I love a bit of Ice Cube, but that song. So, excuse me. Mr. S backstage, wandering around, shouting after X-Pac because Russo only knows 4 things. Kevin Kelly backstage with Ken Shamrock. Wash, rinse, repeat for the last few segments, just like this. Short clips from Monday. Have the protagonist threaten their opponent. Shamrock does a pretty good job of it, being a legitimate bad guy and stuff. You know, like, yeah, it's okay.
I like the fact as well
Tough
that
guy,
Shamrock was like, I'm in a brawl later, so I'm just going to wear these jean shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah. He's in a street fight.
Yeah.
So he wears his street clothes.
Good man.
Fuck off, Bradshaw, and your fucking gimmick.
Your little hieroglyphics paint on your man tits.
Leading to a street fight between Bradshaw and Ken Shamrock. Bradshaw comes out with the baseball bat. Shamrock immediately jumps Bradshaw before Bradshaw even gets to the ring. Can we have one fucking normal match, please?
Dino versus Draws.
Yeah, great. And the tag match, I guess. Oh, it's a bit dodgy and stuff. And anyway. So Shamrock does a one-arm sunset flip and completely botches it. Beautiful.
The future of Impact Wrestling.
Luchador, he is not. Two topless idiots flexing at ringside behind the commentators.
And it's amazing what happened to the Hardy Boys.
So sign in the front row says 89 days till Raw is Jericho. Mounts the mark. We talked about this already. Kenny chokes out Bradshaw with a baseball bat. Yep, that is the match. Bradshaw's a douchebag, isn't he?
He's quite good at finance.
Yeah.
And he likes to climb mountains for charity.
Yeah, I feel that's the sociopath going, I did lots of bad things in my life. Maybe I should do this stuff to try and make up for it.
Well, then he's clearly not going to just live off the idea of Pascal's wager. I've done a lot of shit. I'm about to die. I'm really sorry for doing all the bad stuff. Can I go to heaven, please? Pascal's wager.
I don't know. I've never heard that term before.
Oh.
What's it from?
I don't know. It was a song that we wrote in an instrumental band. I was like, what the hell's Pascal's wager? And he was like, this. And I was like, oh, right. That'll be a useful tidbit to not have enough information to follow that through in a later date.
In 5 years' time when I do a podcast.
5? You give me credit for when I wrote shit songs in bands. I used to write good songs in bands at the older days.
Hey, you wrote songs. I just played along to them on drums. So Ken won't let go, murdering Bradshaw in the process. The second WWF murder within a month.
All to do with throttling. Russo's got some kind of like asphyxiation like fix. He's like, maybe we can get the boss man to jizz himself while he's got it around his neck. And Ferrara's going, yeah, do it.
BTK levels are just like, yeah. So Kenny gives Sarge a baseball bat shot as all the agents come out like, oh, you dickhead, leave Slaughter alone, Bear.
Well, Shamrock probably was like, hang on, he's an Iraqi sympathizer.
So is this Kenny turning heel, or is it just them doing the loose cannon
thing?
Yeah.
Because obviously, in fairness, like they tried to kidnap his sister as well. He's not going to have recovered properly. Stephanie clearly got some great like mental coaching. Like, I've been kidnapped, but I'm all right to do a promo. Shamrock, someone's tried to kidnap my sister. Fucking mental.
I guess they're following through with it.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Yeah, cool.
The loose cannon.
So there's a Foley promo on Mankind at this point with Kevin Kelly backstage.
That was some sort of boiler room though, wasn't it? Was he still in the boiler room?
Yeah, I think
looks
they're
like
doing that because they had the match at the last pay-per-view where they did with Big Show and Foley in the boiler room. So he's kind of hanging out here like, the promo's okay.
I'd like to say this is going to be tongue-in-cheek because this before people think I'm taking this too seriously. There are not enough boiler room matches in independent wrestling.
Sure. So talks about merch and selling it and giving Boss Man and Mr. Socko and stuff. It's a bit out of character for the Mankind character.
Yeah, but this is close to the Mick Foley transition from there because he's got the tie now. He's got the Mr. Socko, and as you said in like chapter 1, we've now got the drawn-on mitt on Mr. Socko.
It's funny how the Mankind character went from deranged idiot to kind of sympathetic idiot.
Yeah,
and then Cactus became like the calculating bad guy.
Yeah,
and Dude Love was obviously the
best character ever.
So Billy Gunn shouting after X-Pac in the background in Mick Foley's promo. Nice idea.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool. Like one thing lapping over the other but not showing it. And Foley's little response of, what a whiner. It was quite funny, But yeah. So Shane pre-match motivational talk to the corporate ministry guys backstage as we jump into Boss Man versus Mankind. Early double arm DDT by Foley. Boss Man bails. Test runs down and throws Boss Man back in the ring. Foley goes for the mandible claw / Mr. Socko. Boss Man bails again. Big Show runs down this time. Well, I say run.
And more importantly, what a bunch of dickhead good guys bullying the baddie. It's just trying to have a match.
They blatantly want like a comeuppance for Big Show on this debut on UPN and everything. It's okay.
Well, if you're going to form a union.
Why did they never stick with that?
It
lasted 1 week, didn't it?
Is it pure? Although no, it lasted a few shows.
I don't remember it
the
lasting
union.
a few shows.
Yeah, it did. Don't worry. I'm at some point we're going to do another Twitter poll. We're going to do the rise and fall of the union.
Jesus,
we'll
that's
be covering this show again. No, it was around for a while, but I say a while, like we're talking like a month, maybe for like a storyline.
I thought it was going to be a huge thing, and it never became that.
Probably because Vince McMahon suddenly went, "Hang on, don't want to give him ideas." Union. David Starr might do something about this 20 years later.
So Big Show, after he runs down, picks up Boss Man on the outside, press slams him back into the ring over the top rope from the floor. Maybe the best spot of the night.
Maybe the best spot of his, career, because that's the thing that he should be used for.
Sure, yeah.
That's the impressive thing, especially when, again, here's the first time you've seen something. Some guy, some giant just press slammed.
It's really cool.
Some bloke.
Really cool. Socko locked in. Ref calls for the bell. The winner's Mankind. Billy Gunn finally finds X-Pac in an empty locker room and beats the shit out of him. Legitimately. Just like, oh, this is a bit awkward. Kane stops the beatdown as Billy Gunn tries to leave but can't find the door handle.
Yeah. Highlight of the show for me, that part. Billy going, oh, where is it a secret door? Is there a button? Is there a book to pull somewhere?
He's good at being legitimately angry.
I that was what I'm putting it down to. He was so angry of X-Pac that he couldn't find the door handle to get out.
It's this whole segment is legitimately good. It's aggro. It's kind of, he's a big bully, kind of coming to bully the small guy.
It was an awkward beatdown, wasn't it?
The moment he misses that door handle, it ruins the whole fucking thing. It's just totally Billy Gunned it, really.
Totally Billy Gunned it.
Why not reshoot this? It's because the segment was so good. Vince was like, no one will notice. But we all noticed.
They could even just cut it with Kane, like Billy Gunn making his way for the door.
Sure,
like he's on his way out.
Even just ADR it, to keep the camera on X-Pac, have Billy Gunn do whatever. So Rock on his way to the ring, spits indoors again.
Dickhead.
Disgusting. This is not just it's like a and you're like, dude, that's fucking gross.
Someone needs to report this like $7 Productions of some kind of gross misconduct, because it is the most disgusting thing you can do.
It's fucking filth, isn't it? So Austin walks backstage
and he was like, hang on, who spat on the floor?
Yeah, doesn't spit indoors because he's a decent human being. Which leads to, this is our main event, isn't it?
Yes.
Main event of the evening, Triple H with Chyna and the Mean Street Posse. Triple H and The Undertaker. Triple H is accompanied by Chyna and the Mean Street Posse. Undertaker is accompanied by Paul Bearer and Shane McMahon. Nice touch.
Oh, very good.
Confirming the whole allegiance of the two things coming together. I love Shane's little adoring look up to The Undertaker as they're walking to the ring, like selling this.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Really, really good. Versus Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Pretty cool match as a kid.
And again, to debut on a new on network television, you have your 4 biggest stars.
Yeah, especially they constantly go on about how this is Rock and Austin teaming for the first time as well. Which I doubt. I bet they've teamed before, but whatever.
It's nice to work this time as well, because I know obviously Rock's had his title match, but it's like you've got your 2 main event stars and your 2 top upper mid card stars.
Yeah.
Because I'd say, while obviously Rock, as you said, like where he had his face turn, heel turn, and everyone's like, oh, do we trust him or not? He's still not at that main event level, and Triple H is on his way up there. So it's really nice. It's a case of, right, we've got these 2 who will be the main event stars and our marquee 2 guys at the moment.
Definitely.
Because who else would have been main eventers? Because obviously Rocky and Austin.
Yeah.
Triple H isn't main event just yet. He's not won his belt yet.
And you've got Foley, Undertaker. Show. You've got Ken Shamrock has main evented, even though he's not capable really. There's a few guys on the roster that can do it.
Because obviously if you look at the main event of Mania the following year, because obviously this would lead to WrestleMania 2000, where your main event is Triple H, Rock, Big Show, and Mankind.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that would? Because do you think
terrible?
I was going to say, if you think modern day Mania, if you had 4 people of that caliber in your main event, you'd sit there and go, "This is going to be a shit Mania."
Yeah, I remember at the time thinking, "Why is it not a one-on-one match?"
Good thing that we put a McMahon in every corner.
So Triple H and Taker stalk Rocky as he makes his entrance. Once Rock manages to get into the ring to avoid them, Taker and Triple H both jump the Rock.
Really bad overhead club by The Undertaker. It's a case of,
he waited and waited and waited. It was like, is he going to turn? Is he going to turn? Fuck it. Just carry on. Austin down to make the save, obviously saving his partner Rocky at this point. Triple H takes a sweet pratfall on the ramp for Austin as soon as he runs down. Really cool little moment. Majority of the match is Taker and Rock kind of wrestling with each other. Rock has the rock bottom ready to go. Triple H in to stop it happening. Austin in to stomp a mud hole in Triple H. Massive schmozzy ending. As the rest of the corporate ministry jump in, all the former corporate lads jump in to come and try and make the saves because they're
future
now faces.
union.
Absolutely. We're left with Taker and Austin in the ring. So choke slam by Taker. There's a really good moment when Taker's about to come against the ropes. He's like, Rocky, get out the ring, as they're doing the spot. So choke slam by Taker.
Not a great choke slam either.
No,
no height on it.
Austin barely jumped, sandbagged him a little bit. I think he didn't want to take the bump because of his neck problems and stuff. But whatever. Choke slam by Taker. Shane throws Taker a steel chair. Vince runs out.
I laughed so much.
I was pissing myself with laughter at this bit. So blocks a punch from Shane and clocks his son. Amazing, 2 episodes in a row. People have blocked Shane's shitty punches. Are you paying attention, 2018?
Wrong year.
What do you mean?
2019 we're in.
That's what I'm saying, because it was last year that Shane was just over with everyone.
He's over now. He's the best in the world. He's main eventing shows.
From the bits I've seen, I feel like they've taken a back seat with Shane, you know.
In the last 2 weeks.
Well, at least it's something, you know.
He's main event. Anyway,
sorry. Vince's punch for Shane is brilliant. He does the classic, like, go past you with the fist and catch you with the wrist.
But missed and got him with his fucking elbow.
Fucking A, man. Shane sells it like a boss.
Yeah,
pretty funny.
I laughed so much. Their interactions and their WrestleMania 17 match as well a couple of years later. So good because they beat the shit out of each other and not brilliantly.
No,
they're throwing works punches which are bad, and when they throw their proper meaty like forearms, they're knocking the teeth out of each other. Love it.
So Vince grabs the chair off Taker. Taker smashes the chair over Vince's head, completely unprotected.
Oh, no.
I almost threw up in my mouth when I saw this chair shot.
Awful.
Vince has obviously gone, don't hold back. And Taker's like, all right. Just clocks him completely.
Undertaker's probably like, should we talk about my new contract after this match? Donk. Sign here, Vince.
Taker stands over Vince as the fans chant for Austin. Taker turns around, stunner. Shane in, punching an unconscious Vince, his own daddy. Shane looks up, sees Austin, flipping him the double bird, stunner to Shane. Austin drinks beer, then pours beer over Vince to wake him up, and we're out of here. I mean, it's classic 99, isn't it?
Yeah.
No finish, no one legitimately over, because we have to save that for the pay-per-views.
Fighting through the crowds as well.
Yep, everyone gets a big spot at the end, you know.
But this is what we've said now a few times about the Attitude Era. There is no wrestling. You are saving it literally for the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So,
and you know, as you saw it in the main event, because you'd always have Rock and Undertaker, or you'd have Triple H and Austin. You wouldn't have Undertaker and Austin until the very end for the stunner, which in fairness to Undertaker, at least sold it a bit, because normally Undertaker, when he takes a stunner, just crumbles.
Yeah, sure. So I listened to Bruce Pritchard talking about this. He talks about how they wanted one match to be longer for this show to show that, look, we've got good wrestling, people are interested. But the rest of it was all just storytelling, basically. Yeah. The one match that they say is the long one that they did think is the tag match. And you can see that has some interesting angles and things going on and intrigue happening.
Yeah.
But it's not a good wrestling match.
No, because of the people you've got involved. I mean, fairness, don't get me wrong. Kane is a fantastic big man worker. X-Pac is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially in that time.
They execute that finish brilliantly.
Yeah.
With the whole Road Dogg getting bumped into Billy Gunn, who's got X-Pac up and stuff. Like, that was really well done.
Good spectacle, good visual to have.
Yeah. Whoever booked that finish, I'm going to take a bet, Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
Really, really clever. Really smart. But these matches, okay? So, Blazer and Venus was 2 minutes 19. Show and Test was 47 seconds. D'Lo and Droz was 3 minutes 16.
Oh, working hard, lads.
The tag title match was 7 minutes. These are bell to bell. These are not entrances as well. Okay. Shamrock and Bradshaw, 4 minutes 05. Mankind and Bossman was 1 minute 35 seconds. Two brilliant workers having this opportunity for like a minute to wrestle. It's fucked up. The main event is legit just straight 5 minutes. They hated wrestling.
Vince has always hated wrestling though, hasn't he?
Which one?
McMahon.
Yeah, I guess so.
And again, in theory, and what Pritchard said, they wanted one long wrestling match, 7 minutes. Nailed it. Considering like Baton Walter went 40 in Cardiff.
I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil it for me, by the way.
Wrestling happened.
Yeah, I'm sure it was really, really good. I mean, I remember tweeting about it immediately going, when we saw the progress, it was incredible. I bet the NXT one's going to be even better because they're going to build on that. I just watched Naito and Shingo have a clear 5-star match. It was about half an hour. Like, it was just...
Are you trying to say you didn't think that 1 minute and 35 seconds of Mankind versus Bossman was 5 stars?
It's two of my all-time favourite guys in the ring, and they get no opportunities to do anything. Every time a match starts, someone else is walking down the ring to interfere.
But do you think that was, again, more to protect their... Oh, and obviously it's going to be segment by segment. It's all about the storytelling for the in-ring action for the payoff on the pay-per-views, because you're looking... That's when you were having sort of 6 or maybe 7 matches on a card, so you'd have 20-minute matches for each level.
Why did they rely on people talking to tell stories? Do they not trust their guys to tell stories in the ring this time?
Because it's not what people wanted.
I disagree.
Think over at Nitro.
Yeah.
And if you think how long the matches would have been going on there as well.
Oh, I know it was the same, but I don't know, man. I feel like if someone had come along and had like this is the first ever show on a new network, a brand new show, just book like I don't know Billy Gunn, Ken Shamrock, give them 10 minutes. They'd have a great athletic match.
But again, as you said, in the playground or in like probably not water cooler sort of thing. What are people going to talk about? Did you see Austin and McMahon? Did you see The Undertaker rescue Stephanie?
But you can still have all that.
Yeah, but then...
Just give us some competitive, interesting storytelling as well.
But that's the thing. What did people want in the Attitude Era? Did they want the story? Did they want the soap opera with a little bit of wrestling and then the payoff at the pay-per-view? Or did they want to... Because, you know, let's not look at it in a too much of a bad way. And I know people consume their viewing in a different way now. If you look at the popularity of the product now... It's greater than it was. And the in-ring work is so much better.
Yeah.
But
it's incredibly better.
But for network television and the traditional way that people consume television, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Because now, for example, this week
having a few lulls in, if that's how we're going to think of it, as matches, that makes those other bits shine a bit better rather than having constant like, look at all this stuff we've got.
But that was the whole idea. They wanted to get everyone's favourites on so they could see it, sell a bit of merch for all their wrestlers, showcase as many top guys as they've got. I mean,
it's painful watching it back.
It is quite bad.
I thought I was going to love these shows, and there's moments that I'm like, this is genius, this is hilarious, or whatever. It's difficult to sit for 90 minutes and watch this.
There's times I thought to myself during watching this episode of SmackDown, I thought, God, I wish WCW had won.
Wow, that's a statement.
Well, because even
do you not remember 2000 WCW? How bad that was?
Which is hilarious because they actually had. But if you think that the matches we were going to cover, you had Flair and Sting for the last time, crowning of Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions, Booker T versus Steiner, opening match you would have had it in a shopping mall with the sudden arrival of Lex Luger. That had been newsworthy.
Their matches were even shorter though.
Yeah, but that's fine. Because at least it was funny.
It's fucking not.
It was funny because I don't have the warm fuzzy feeling with the first ever Nitro, but then you would have had Hogan and Goldberg in the main event and all the pomp and allure build up to that.
Sure.
You've got to face a returning NWO member. Just in case we don't do it, I won't reveal who it is. Cody's dad, not Dustin.
So this is my big point. We've kind of touched on it as we've gone through. So as a kid, I think I was 13 we established, right? You were 16?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this feud was to get Austin and Taker over as the main eventers. It's not. This is all about making Triple H the top heel instead of Rocky.
Yep.
And it's really interesting to me.
Didn't see it at the time.
No. Now you know where they're going, what's going to happen. This is all this is about. Like you can see them going, that's our man. That's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was just a point here that I realised after watching this, thinking about it, that was really why this corporate ministry stuff is happening.
Yeah, they need to give him an engine to become a leader of a group, a breakout star, and the ability to work the main event things. So obviously working with Austin or working against Taker when it was ministry.
And Vince, who are all over already, you know. Shane's kind of established as this boy wonder heel character, so he doesn't need to get over. He's already over. You know, Steph even, her character is very over, but I think people legitimately bought into some of this storytelling, you know, even though they're joking about at the beginning of the show and such. But this is all about Triple H, really.
Yeah.
I know Rocky is the other guy that we talked about as well.
But I think he's already made at this stage.
Yeah.
He just needs to win the fans' trust, and the more catchphrases he comes out with, as we mentioned earlier, he sings along, everyone chants along to everything in the shows.
Yeah.
You
think about the face pops he was getting last year. before Survivor Series, before he turned full heel again. He's super right. He was as over as Austin then.
Yeah.
Rustin. Their couple name.
But again, you can see, isn't it interesting at this stage where they're building up to be Triple H to be the guy?
Yeah.
And then you look at the following year's Mania, because they're like, we need to have this guy in the main event, and you're missing 50% of the main event of this card.
Sure.
With Austin and Taker both being out injured.
Yeah.
So in fairness to them at the time, the in-ring action was crap. How anyone ever got injured because they never bloody worked.
You can see how a lot of these people had drug habits.
Yeah. Because
There's
they didn't...
fuck all to do.
Yeah.
You're traveling the world, living in hotels. You got, what, a 3-minute match once a week. You've probably got house show matches during the week, what, 3, 4 maybe?
Yeah.
You know, maybe a segment here and there. You're working 15 minutes a week. And then the other how many hours you've got to waste. What the fuck else are you going to do with your time?
Sounds like a real in-depth look into my actual professional career.
So, other notes just quickly about this stuff. I don't know if you've got anything you want to go over. But listen to Conrad talk about this show. Apparently there were lots of "You Screwed Brett's" chants on this show that were edited off the network version I watched.
Yeah, I didn't hear any on the network.
Very interesting, like rewriting history, you know. I wonder what other bits were edited off of this. I would love to have found an original broadcast, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, well, 'cause I think the only original broadcast I could ever find was of the first episode SmackDown later on in the year.
Okay, cool,
with the SmackDown fist.
Cool, fair enough. So, adding SmackDown to this roster for WWF, okay? So you've only got a small group of people writing television. You've probably got 4 hours of television now to write, potentially a 3-hour pay-per-view, an hour of heat, maybe an hour of shotgun, superstars, etc. Is this the moment that the industry significantly changed?
Yes, because the content available, because even if you're looking at the two on Monday night, if you DVR'd one and watched the other, you're looking at 4 hours of content for the week. Nitro then went to 3 hours.
You got to remember, we're getting to the end of the Attitude Era here. People are starting to lose their patience a little bit.
Yeah, you get to 5 hours when Nitro goes to 3 hours. They then had Thunder, which was 2 to start with, then went up to 2.5.
Yeah.
They then bring in SmackDown for 2.
God, when you had WCW as well, as a fan, that's a lot to watch.
Plus, if you had Saturday night on WCW, if you had, as you said, Velocity, Shotgun, whatever they had on WWE programming, Heat, pay-per-views for both.
And they haven't got like a team of LA writers at this point.
No, this is purely down to whoever they've got, either in WCW who had the book at the time, or they had Vince McMahon and his booking committee.
Yeah.
Whereas now, if you look at modern time, where you only have one promotion until AEW goes live, 3 hours of Raw, what will be on Fox in the future, 3 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of NXT, 1 hour of NXT UK, 1 hour of 205 Live, which is going to be binned off when they go to the 3rd hour of SmackDown, I'm guessing, plus everything else they've got going on. They want to have something for everyone. They want to push content on their network. On their network, number 1 and number 2 programs are NXT and NXT UK. They're about to lose one of those to
Maybe.
USA.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you meant NXT UK.
No, not just yet. But so then they've only got one piece of original programming that people give a shit about. And I think that Triple H saying that's the number 2 watch thing on the network might be just to fluff people because of the takeover Cardiff.
Well, they're replacing it with Evolve, though.
Is Evolve coming on full time?
It has to, doesn't it?
But does Evolve have weekly shows?
They will when Triple H goes, here's a fuckload of money. And Gabe goes, thank you, sir.
Did you see my...
I'm making a cocksucking motion if you didn't know.
Did you see my thing back in Ring of Honor?
You can include all the Progress guys in that too.
Fucking hell.
Did you see the match Progress just announced, by the way?
Which one?
The tag match.
Well, I've already seen the Matt Riddle one.
Okay, cool.
Matt Riddle and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Against... Basically, if you look at this Progress card, not to rant about, and obviously I've been sat here and... because of the Progress Media Group, don't forget to promote loads of stuff about the Progress show coming up. Progress have a massive show at Alexandra Palace. It's massive, yeah?
Yep.
Right, done it. I've met my obligation. Main event.
Amazing. We'll quote that and put it on the like WR pod guys. You know?
Main event thing.
We're good at promoting. Watch Progress. It's going to be great, I guess. I don't know.
I bought tickets. Loads of mates are now saying I can't come. Pay for your fucking tickets. So the main event is a WWE guy against the guy who claims he'll never sign for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a tag team match, which is 2 NXT guys against 2 NXT USA guys. You've got Jordan Grace, who's been in progress and defend her title all over the world, but very rarely in London, against Miko Satomura, which should be very good.
It's going to be fun.
And
I like that tomorrow.
And Pete Dunne's there, and then the rest of their roster's in some fucking President of the United States of America Battle Royal.
But remember, they used British guys, and they were the first guys to do it in London.
I don't think we're going to be invited backstage at Ali Pali.
I doubt it.
No, but this is the thing that, and this is
It's okay. Jim Smallman's not there anymore, so I don't give a fuck.
well, this thing that in all seriousness though about wrestling, about WWE, WCW, there is a literal tie round back.
It's all banter, by the way, but yeah, go on.
WWE claimed now they're using all of their stars from NXT. No, you're not, because you fucking raided the indies. Well, not raided, but you gave them a center to then work out their own kinks to work your style.
Yeah.
And you've now found in the independents, we're saying, oh, everyone's got a really good chance to step up. There's no one good enough to step up at the moment. Think last time we were at Progress, this time last year, and they were having the Pete Dunne and Dragunov feud.
Yeah.
Why the hell Dragunov is not a fucking huge star now is beyond me, because he should have gone over Pete Dunne.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's all what we thought was going to happen. And Pete Dunne win was just like, take the wind out of his sails.
Yeah. And this links back to what you commented about Triple H. Unless there's some really good fucking master plan going on in some of these indies coming on, no one's willing to build the next star.
Yeah.
WWE have their chosen guys, because we know that they're holding back on Dream.
Cole, Dream, yeah, there's a few guys. Yeah.
Because you don't need to be a massive 6'2" hulking beast
Not
to
nowadays.
be a top star in WWE. You need to be able to do it in the ring and out of the ring. Good thing that Eric Rowan's in the main event.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? I feel, just on the subject of Dream quickly, I feel that this WrestleMania is going to be his moment. I think they're going to bring him out for something, maybe an IC.
Have you seen, because everything for the promos for the games, for SmackDown and Fox, he's in all the vignettes for it. He's in all the promo stuff.
Cool.
Because
so build him up through the NXT stuff. I don't think put the NXT belt on him. I don't think he needs it.
He doesn't need it.
No, not at all.
Keep basically every single bit of Golden Undisputed Era and bring them up as a faction. But they don't need to, because they've got 2 hours on Fox. They don't need to have them come up.
Now we've shut all over NXT in progress and stuff. What do you think about the ratings for this SmackDown show? We've got 3 sets, remember? So what's your overall normal rating for this show as the same we rate every other podcast?
2 cornflakes.
I'm giving this 1.
I'm giving it 2 purely because, as you said, seeing it as the vehicle for Triple H.
Yeah.
And the backstage brawl when Billy Gunn attacked X-Pac, because you've got the turns, you've got some cogs going, everything's changing direction a little bit. That was well done. But the rest of the show and the commentary, Kevin Kelly, great backstage interviewer.
There's not a single match to write home about.
It's not a single match.
You could say that, definitely. The feuds that are here, I feel like they didn't give enough precedent to. It's a big moment having the corporate ministry form, and I feel like they just went, there it is.
Yeah.
You know, there's feuds, there's some stuff building, but nothing that's a payoff, nothing that has much history built into it, really. You know, it felt very just whitewashed.
But this was the reason. So some people nicely have messaged me and said, why have you done chapter 2 basically being the next day? Why aren't you going for a progressive part of the storyline? Well, it's because the formation of the corporate ministry should have been huge.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's the first episode of SmackDown too. It's a significant moment.
Throwaway content.
And this is the main storyline going into this massive debut on this new network.
The 2019 storyline was the corporate ministry and the corporation and Austin and Rock. Yeah. And you've got one of the biggest turning points. That would be like when WCW and ECW merged in the invasion angle, just putting it down as like segment 2 going, oh, all right, Shane. Oh, hi, Paul. How you doing? Yeah, not too bad. You've got that ECW thing going. Well, Stephanie bought it, but yeah, I'm around. Yeah, me too. Do you want to do something together? Yeah, let's have a chat off camera.
Austin's going to join you as well. Just put him in. There you go. You know, it'd be terrible.
Could we do
Where's the drama?
Could we do a song thing where he sings like "We're the wind beneath his wings"? Can we do that? Okay, right. Well, let's get on to the segment 3. We've got fucking Bastion Booger going 1-on-1 with Bob Sparky Plug.
It's such a cool moment. As a kid, I remember this being such a great moment, and I don't remember this at all. I don't remember the moment.
No.
When Shane comes out and starts to cut his promo, I was like, oh, they're going to set up for later in the evening. And then Taker comes out, and the rest of the ministry come out. And you're like, they already did it. What? I was genuinely just like, oh, fuck, that's why I'm watching this 90 minutes.
And it makes me think, another reason why I picked this is I don't think I've ever seen this SmackDown. Because I think I only saw highlights of it on the next Raw, of the Ministry forming the corporation. Because I don't think this was on Sky. I don't think there was anything on UK television that we saw.
I don't remember watching it. But then again, it's 20 odd years ago.
Over 20 years ago.
Oh, fuck off. So, in terms of progressing the Ministry...
Well, we've weeded out the Brood, and we've weeded out the main eventers from the corporation to form Triple H's push engine.
It's kind of made the Ministry less important.
Yes.
Because you've got Triple H there now as well. So you don't need Bradshaw or Farouk or Viscera or Mideon. They've become really supplementary to the storyline.
Yeah, the Ministry of Darkness took a massive downturn in importance, and the whole group, it was insignificant after this SmackDown show.
Yeah. So, out of 5?
Still 2.
I'm going 2, yeah, because it's not as horrific as the show in general.
Yeah. The whole Ministry side of things is still a 2 because it's a case of, that's something different. And knowing where we're going, I mean, who knows what happens in Chapter 3, but we could be seeing an empty box of cornflakes at the end of this.
And in terms of cornet meter, I thought this was less bad than Raw.
This was less bad than Raw because clearly they're making an effort.
Yeah. So it's about in the middle as well. It's really mediocre, this episode, isn't it?
This is how I would consider WWE TV to be now. It's cookie cutter. You could replace any of the other wrestlers in the mid-card or the openers with any other wrestler in the mid-card and the openers and get the same result.
You know what this SmackDown needed? A third hour.
Well, if the money's right on Fox, I know a guy who can make it happen. Good thing that brand split's ended.
Do you know how much I was looking forward to doing this storyline?
I mean, I could tell how much you were dreading to do the WCW storyline.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to watch WCW again. I was bad the first time, but I'm really hoping episode 3 has something of some sort of significance in it.
I worry I've killed a childhood memory of enjoyment.
So essentially, without wishing to spoil it, we're relying on Vince to rescue this storyline.
Who? The Blue Blazer? I mean, I tell you what, that's a saving grace. Seeing Owen, and being just brilliant. Who? Owen? What?
Even with all this crap going on, Owen stands out.
Yeah.
You know, he's fucking great. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, everybody. Tune in for next week for episode 3 or chapter 3 of this trilogy of the Ministry of Wankiness. Okay, so worldofwrestlingpodcast.com is the best place to find everything. World of Rest Pod on Twitter is the best place to get in contact with us. We're going to put up some ratings and stuff, and I just uploaded 8 GIFs to my personal Twitter from the New Japan G1, so go check out those lariats. Fanboy Rich on Twitter and Instagram.
At the Tex Williams on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I've got shows coming up on 22nd of September for SEPW, 1st of November for Wrestling 4, maybe a Halloween show coming up on the 20th of October, but we'll keep you posted. Just follow the social media accounts of that. And again, if you have any views on the Ministry of Darkness as we kill another childhood dream of yours, as we break it down and ruin it, let us know what you think. As Rich said, at World Rest Pod. Vote on the ratings. The next trilogy will come up within a couple of weeks for people to start voting on.
Cool.
And I guarantee you there'll be absolute shitters.
We're not doing WCW. Buy a t-shirt on Amazon. Go to amazon.com or amazon.co.uk. Search World of Wrestling Podcast. You will find our awesome CM Punk spoof t-shirt. Trust me.
As a quick side, did you see any of his interview on at StarCast 3?
I watched the whole thing.
How did you find him?
It's boring.
Yeah.
The first minute was interesting, and it was just like all the same stuff I've heard from Punk for years. I think he's an obnoxious arsehole, to be totally honest. I don't really want him involved with AEW.
But, you know, if he gets that job at Fox...
him doing commentary on WWE stuff post-event will be fucking hilarious. Him saying, I could potentially go back to WWF one day, I would have a conversation with them, made me be like, call yourself a punk. You know? Fucking sell out.
Yeah,
even considering it. I'm like, fuck off. No, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Go away.
All that MMA training, pretty expensive. For someone who could retire, he's like, bloody hell, AJ's got a pretty expensive taste. I've had to buy 12 million of her book to make her a bestseller.
He had some funny lines about getting beat up and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
He had some moments, but He's one of my all-time favorites on the microphone. His matches in ROH, Jesus Christ, I watched some of the stuff with Joe and Hero. Yeah, like a few of those matches recently, like highlights. Like, oh my God, he was doing spots like the Pepsi twist.
Yeah.
Like where he puts the arm behind the back and does a lariat and stuff. Like, why didn't he stop doing that?
Triple H.
Well, maybe. Anyway,
I sat down.
That's Pepsi plunge.
Oh, sorry. I sat down just to finish briefly. I've been on holiday this week, so I treated myself on Monday, and I watched the 90-minute Broadway between Punk and Hero.
Cool.
Book Chris Hero as Chris Hero. Put him with Cesaro. Tag them together. Best thing in the world. Bye.
Brilliant. Bye, everybody. Take care.